Hello there, how are you doing today? Are you in the mood to do some DIYing with me? Come on in, let's get started. Do you love garland as much as I do? I could put garland everywhere. I could put it over every door jamb. I could put it on my mantles. I could hang it across my windows. I love garland just as much as I would say I love wreaths. Today, I thought I'd show you how easily you could DIY your own to customize it to the colors that suit your decor style instead of going out and buying a pre-made garland. Those pre-made garlands are typically pretty universal, and although I really love some of them, sometimes they just don't quite suit my decor. So I have found that if I DIY my own, one, it is unique, and two, it suits my decor. I can't wait to show you how easily you too can do your own garland. So I'm gonna quit my gabbing, let's jump into it, and let's do some fall and harvest DIYing on a budget. Because that's what we do here. Let's get to it. Who is today's KB Creations crafter of the day? You'll want to stick around to the end of the video to see if it's your creation that's being featured in today's video. For today's DIY, you're going to want to pick up 4 of these slatted autumn leaves. My color choices for 2022 are these here colors by Hello Hobby. I'm gonna start off by giving these maple leaves a good couple coats of this dark chocolate brown by Hello Hobby, and I'm gonna do that to all 4 of the leaves. Once I've got the coverage that I'm happy with, when I'm applying that last coat of the dark chocolate brown, while it's wet, I'm then gonna go in with that pumpkin orange, and I'm gonna do kind of a dry brush stroke over that wet brown paint. This is gonna give us a nice blended look. It's gonna free up time because we're not gonna have to go in and sand, I guess, our piece to soften up the look. And so just by applying that accent color while your base coat is wet, it's really gonna help you achieve the same look. And this will be the end result of what your maple leaves should look like. Some texture is needed for the stem of this leaf, and I'm gonna do that using this burlap that you can get at Dollar Tree. Oh, look there, I must have painted the stem. Why I left it unpainted? Not quite sure, but I painted it. Now, because I wanna do this quick, I'm gonna outline the stem with some hot glue instead of using Mod Podge. Place that burlap right on top, and using this silicone, I guess, face mask applicator. Yeah, it's coming up here. Oh, look, there it is. I'm gonna press down the burlap so I don't burn my fingers. I find that using scissors is the easiest way to cut off the excess burlap in this instance because we didn't use Mod Podge and the burlap isn't stiffened. So I found that it was harder to use the razor than just going in with some scissors. And look at there, texture, perfect. Yes, I am. I'm gonna go in and add some stitching, and I'm using that desert tan to really make this leaf, I guess, pop and really finish it off. We are so not done. This is part 2 of this DIY. You're gonna need 3 of the slatted pumpkins. I love this slatted look. I feel like it just adds to the rustic feel of, I guess, a fall and harvest DIY. So because there are 3 pumpkins, I am going to incorporate the 3 colors for my fall decor this year, being the aqua, the desert tan, and that pumpkin. To each of these colors, I did add a dot or 2 of the dark brown. And for those of you who are new to my channel, when you add just a dot or 2 to a brighter color, it really does kind of help mute out the color, rustic it up a bit. And so yeah, you can see just how great these pumpkins look. They don't look bright and vibrant. They really have that warm fall feel. To the stems of the pumpkins, I'm gonna go in with that burlap and add some texture to these too. Yes, one of my favorite additions to every DIY. Okay, most DIYs. These harvest DIY words, if you're getting 6 of them in a pack, we're gonna use 3 of them today. Using some of these medium-sized wood beads, I'm gonna adhere these with some hot glue to the back of these DIY harvest wood words that we love. Because why? Because by adding a bead to these, it is gonna elevate it up off of the pumpkins that we're gonna apply it to. And by elevating it, that is adding dimension. And you always want to try and add dimension and texture to a DIY because I feel like it really elevates your DIY. I'm gonna go in with some hot glue. If you want to use a wood glue to adhere this word onto the pumpkin, you can. I feel like hot glue is gonna hold up just fine indoors during the fall and harvest season. As I'm putting this on, I'm thinking, oh my word, this is really just getting lost in the pumpkin. Something definitely needs to be done about this because I don't like it. So instead of taking the Farm Fresh off, I'm just gonna go in and add some dark brown, paint up this word, and there we go. It's gonna do exactly what I need it to do. Yes, much better. I'm happy now. Because there was 6 of these Fall and Harvest wood words in a pack, I figured, heck, why not add a different one to each pumpkin? So after I did place, I guess, the wood word on the pumpkin, I did go in for each of them and repaint them with the brown. For these pumpkins and maple leaves, you're gonna need some of Dollar Tree's decorative nautical rope. This is an 8-foot piece that we folded in half to find that center piece. Right along that back part of the pumpkin, I'm gonna run a nice bead of hot glue, and you will see on my rope that I did mark the center because I'm gonna place this first pumpkin right smack in the center so I can get perfect placing and spacing for each of the plaques that I'm gonna place for, I guess, the length of this. So here I'm gonna put my 2 maple leaves, and to each of the plaques I did add a knot stump just to finish it off. Sorry I didn't show that, but it's pretty easy to do. Let's go take a look at this all done. For this next garland, I want to add a hanger to it. So to do that, I took several strands of twine, glued it to each side, but this is a mess right here. I wanted to have a more finished look, and you can do that just by simply taking some twine and wrapping it around, covering up that hot mess. Look at how easy and nice that looks. Easy way to add a hanger to your garland. Dollar Tree's got some floral wire. They've got it in silver, they've got it in green, you choose. When it came to my floral picks this year, I kind of bounced between Walmart and some of those new colors at Dollar Tree. These floral picks here, you can find at Walmart for 97 cents. This sunflower one, you've probably seen it in a couple of my other DIYs. I am obsessed with it. I feel like this just screams fall and harvest. Dollar Tree has these raffia, are these pumpkin picks? It's got a stem at the top, so I'm not sure, but I love them. They came in 3 different colors, so I picked up 6 for this DIY. These miniature pumpkins from Dollar Tree, they come in a 3-pack. They've got this clip on the back that we are gonna use. It is gonna help us with this garland. To these picks, we don't need this long stem, but we do need a bit of it. So taking my wire cutters, I'm gonna trim it down. It's not that hard to do, and definitely using wire cutters is the way to go. Then taking some of my floral wire, I am going to wrap that wire around the rope and my floral pick, and I'm gonna do it pretty tightly, and this is gonna attach my floral picks to my rope. When attaching your floral picks to the rope, you're gonna wanna put wire in 2 different spots. One being at the base of your floral pick like I did first, and then the second one being in the middle of your floral pick. And this is gonna help so your flowers set nicely on your rope, in essence, which is going to be your hanger. So when you flip it over, you can see how nicely it's gonna set and it's not gonna look lopsided. I'm good to go by placing my second set of flowers. And so I'm gonna go ahead and put this sunflower, and I'm gonna overlap it just enough to hide the stem from the flower above it. I wanna add some of these raffia pumpkins. So the stick, it's gotta go. Now with these, I'm adding these because 1, I like them, and 2, I feel like it's a bit different than just adding the flowers. It's gonna be elevated, so it's gonna set higher up from the flowers, which is going to add dimension. Now, when I add these, I am not going to use a wire. I'm gonna hit this rope hanger, with a bunch of hot glue, and because this is raffia, I feel like it's gonna stick just fine. And that there is all there is to making your own garland. I'm gonna say that I spent about $12 to make this garland, and it couldn't be any better suited and matched my decor. I just repeated adding my picks, rotating them, and I cannot wait to show you how amazing this looks hung up. Let's go take a look. Who is today's KB Creations Crafter of the Day? It's going out to Dandy Randy, who's bringing to us her recreation of my fall pumpkin plaque. I am loving the colors and the fabric and your twist on this DIY. Thank you so much for sharing your recreation with us today. If you're interested in following me on social media, you can find these links, in the description box below. Although I feel like some of my DIYs, I have kind of reverted back to using traditional fall and harvest colors, but just adding that touch of aqua that I've added to some of my DIYs, I feel like it has renewed and refreshed my fall decor just enough by adding just a touch of color to it. I hope you all enjoyed today's garland DIYs and how easy they were. Let me know which one was your favorite. If you're interested and looking for some inspiration for those Christmas DIYs that you're about to get started on, make sure to click on the video right over here and it'll take you to some of my past favorite Christmas DIYs. Until next time, everybody, I hope you have a fantastic day. Happy crafting on a budget. Stay happy, stay safe, stay healthy, but most of all, stay positive, please, because I am. Bye for now.